Garrett.
And this is Eli.
This is Sports Jabber with the Lefties.
If you guys enjoy our videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, and comment down below future topics for future podcasts. So today, we're going to be looking at the New York Jets schedule, and we're going to give our predictions of their wins and their losses and their overall outcome of the season. So the first game is this Sunday, against the Buffalo Bills. Who do you think will win that game?
So this is a tough one. So I just want to start off one thing I actually don't think the Jets schedule is actually that bad. We're going to go through it all, and I don't think we have a lot of tough games. And the thing is this. So I guess when we talk about games, there's certain teams, right, that we're going to look at and they're going to be like, okay, well, that's most likely a loss, right, because they're really good. So let's say the Jets play Kansas City this year, right? So like that's going to be like one of those ones where we're like, okay, well, that's probably a loss.
ESPN actually projected the Jets to win. They ran 5,000 simulations. They have the Chiefs go 12-4, and the Jets go 5-11. One of the 5 wins is the Chiefs. I didn't understand it.
I don't understand that either. But the point is there. But my point is and everybody when they have and then their team said everybody really thinks that everybody who has the Jets in their schedule is going to think that that's going to be a win, right? I would say most teams so let's say you're the Bills or whatever, when the Jets are on, they're going to say, okay, well, that's a Jets win. But I don't think so. I think a lot of these teams are kind of average and they can go either way. So we're going to start talking about these and obviously home versus away and all that type of stuff. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth on it. But I don't think this Jets schedule is actually that. I think they could have a winning record playoffs.
Well, the thing is, they have a few teams. They have 5-6 teams who they're definitely not going to win. It's definitely losses. But then the other 10 games are all winnable.
And I'm going to disagree with some of them. So let's go through this. This is going to be a little fun here.
So Sunday, Buffalo
Bills. So this is one where I'm kind of on the fence with this one. So as I said, I'm not sold on the Bills. I think they had a really good year last year.
They didn't even have a good year last year.
Well, they got in the playoffs.
Yeah, but they lost immediately. I thought they barely, because their schedule was so easy, they rode their way into the playoffs.
So
they were not a good team though. They were
if the Jets win, I would not be this is not a game where I say, okay, no, it's the Bills. To me, I think this is 50-50. I think the Bills have more of an advantage because it's home field, correct? So they have home field advantage. Both teams are going to come out strong because it's the first game, so there's no bye or extra rest or what they play. So they're both kind of all well rested, and they're both planning for each other, right? So the first week is always, these teams have a month or two just to prepare for that team. So I would say this is 50-50. I'm going to go with the Jets. I am not sold on Allen, okay? I think the Jets can do it, and obviously this will help determine whether, to me, it's a very important game for playoffs because this is a game where I think you need to win this game. If the Jets want to go to playoffs, I think taking a home field against Buffalo would really be a great start. So I'm going to say I think the Jets can do it.
I think both their games against Buffalo are going to be ugly games. The Jets and the Bills are both very defensive teams, and it's going to be it's going to be under 20 points.
But total, I would now, obviously, if you're a Buffalo fan, you're going to say, no, okay, this is an easy win this is an easy win. We're going to count this one as a win. And I'm not saying if I was to count this, I say I can easily see this as a win without a doubt.
I could also see it as a loss easily.
Yes.
It's very 50-50. I think they're going to split with Buffalo. I think we win one game and they win one game. That's how I think it's going to end up. We'll see. Okay. I think we win this game, though, at Buffalo.
Okay.
Sam Darnold is 2-0 in Buffalo, and in the past times we've played at home.
So I say it's a 50-50. So that's a 50-50 game. Game 2.
San Francisco.
That's probably a loss.
We only have one chance, and let me tell you why. The San Francisco 49ers are not a passing team. They're completely running. We have the number 2 rush defense in the league. If we shut down their run game and force Jimmy Garoppolo to throw, I think we have not a high chance, but we have a small chance of winning that game. I don't think we will win it. I don't think we will.
I can't say we don't have the number. I mean, the season hasn't played. You're going based on last year.
Last year we had the number 2 rush defense.
Yes.
We retained most of our players, plus Avery Williamson, who's an amazing run stopper.
We also got rid of somebody.
Jamal, but he was
good.
He's a safety.
Yeah, but he was good against the run. I mean, he was.
Yeah, but we also gained everyone.
I mean, he was interesting the way Greg Williams played him. I mean, so he was.
He's more of a linebacker than
safety. He literally was basically down low all the time. So, okay. So to me, I think this is now it's in New Jersey, so they have home field advantage. But this is one of the 2 or 3 games where I say
the Niners win.
I
can confidently say we're going to lose that game.
Yeah. So I'm going to check off a game. So I'm going to say the Niners. That's 1 loss.
So there's one. Right now we're 1-1.
1-1. Okay. So now let's go down.
Colts
win.
win. I'm not buying the Colts. A lot of people think the Colts are going to be good.
No.
I'm not. Phillip Rivers threw like 17 interceptions last year. I don't think the Colts are going to be good.
Yeah. I don't think the Colts are a good team at all.
They went 7-9 with Jacoby Brissett. You're going to say, "Oh, Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback."
Yeah,
I don't think Phillip Rivers is that good.
No,
it's actually not a new system.
He played last year with them?
No, their coach was the offensive coordinators of the Chargers for like a while.
Okay, then I guess.
So it's not a new system.
Yeah, I still wouldn't count. Okay, that's fine.
But even in the system, in the Chargers, he did not play good last year.
So to me,
I think that he played his worst year of his career, I believe.
But I would say this one, like there are ones that I said 50-50. I don't think this is
I think this is like a 75-25.
Exactly. I mean, obviously anything can happen. And in football, right? Just a couple of losses makes you, horrible versus a couple of wins make you good. So, okay, so let's move on. Okay, so that one I don't think is a tough game. Next game, Denver.
On primetime, Monday night.
Monday
night game.
I think it's a win too. I'm not. Do you think Denver's gonna be good?
I think I think we win, but I don't think it's as easy as Indianapolis. I think they can't. I think the Broncos can't.
I'm not saying. Listen. Any game can go any way, right? So
but I think Indianapolis is a much easier game for us than Denver. But we do play Denver at home.
At home, that's the thing. It's a home game too.
I do think we win, but I don't think it's as easy as the Colts.
Are you scared of Denver?
A bit. Their offense is they have a really good wide receiver corps, and our cornerback, our defensive backfield
I'm not
is not
scared
good.
of Denver.
They have Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and they also got, I think, what's his name?
Who's their quarterback?
Drew Lock. You're right. I mean,
Anyway, I'm not scared. Let's move on. I'm not scared of Denver.
Arizona I am scared of. We play them week 5. I'm scared of Arizona. I think Arizona is a sneaky team this year. With D-Hop, Kyler Murray, I think they're a scary team. I think they honestly could push for the playoffs, Arizona. If they were in an easier division, I think they could make the playoffs. I think that might be a loss. I think we win. That can go either way.
Okay, so let's go that. That one's in either way. I'm not. It's in New Jersey, right? So I'm not.
Wait, so let's mark down. We are 1.
So far, San Francisco.
We're 3-1. We're 3-1.
Yeah, so far, So I got. Well, I'm going to go on the losses.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing here. So to me, I think Arizona's a 50-50. I don't think Arizona's a really great team. I think they're average. So to me, that's another one that's a 50-50, kind of like a Bills.
If we are 3-1 though, I think we are feeling good. I think if we do end up being 3-1, I think we're feeling good. We might pull off that win.
Okay, so that
I'm gonna say we pull off that win.
All right, so let's go down. Los Angeles Chargers.
It depends who's starting at that time. If it's Tyrod Taylor, I think it's a loss. If it's Justin Herbert, I think it's a win. Honestly, we might be able to beat Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Their offense is not that good this year.
The only issue where they might be tougher is because they got to go to California.
Oh, it's at
yeah. So it's a big. Time zone. You're talking that's a big time zone difference.
I don't know what Tyrod Taylor is going to be because Tyrod Taylor has had bad years. He's also had a good year with like Buffalo and stuff. So it all depends on how Tyrod Taylor plays.
Yeah. So I would say, that could be a loss because I don't like him going all the way to California.
That's a loss.
So let's go loss right there. That's a loss, right? Okay, now Buffalo Bills
we had them win the first game. They lose this game.
Yeah. So okay, so
I think they split with Buffalo.
Well, if they're going to split, I'm hoping I think they're going to take them.
You seriously think they're going?
I got a feeling this year.
Wait, so then mark down 2 losses for me, right? Because do yours and mine. So I have 3 losses right now, 5 and.
So I have 2. Okay.
So you have 2 losses. So yours is 6-2, mine is 5-3.
Now I got Kansas City.
That's a loss for both.
Loss for both. We're done. I don't think we have to go into that. Okay, now we got the Patriots.
At home, Thursday night football, I think. No, Monday night football.
I have no idea.
I don't know how Cam Newton's going to play.
I think it's a 50-50.
Because it all depends on how Cam Newton plays.
Yeah.
This could go.
But it doesn't scare. They don't scare me like if Cam Newton's hot, then it's a loss.
But I'm not afraid of them as I'm afraid of Kansas City.
Yes, I agree.
I'm more afraid of them than Buffalo, I think, though.
I think they're going to split.
So I say we win the game at home, right? So this is a win.
This is a win.
And we lose the game too, but because that's in New England.
Okay.
We lose in Foxborough, win in MetLife.
Okay, Miami.
Which one is this? This one is.
It's in Florida.
This is at Florida. I say we lose that one.
I say we win it. I'm not.
Miami. I don't like Miami.
I think we're going to sweep Miami.
The problem is we lose in Miami a lot, even when they're not good. We'll beat the Buffalo. We'll beat the Patriots, and then we lose to Miami. Miami.
Well, we got Miami, then we got a bye, then we got Miami.
We suck in Florida.
We got and that's a big thing. So that Miami, bye, Miami. That could be the playoffs right there.
Honestly, I think you're right. We sweep Miami.
As I say. So we know the Miami.
So I think 0 losses there.
Okay. So then we got...
And we're fresh off the bye.
Then we got the Raiders in New Jersey.
That's a win.
That's a win. I think
Because last year, we beat them 34-3.
Yeah.
34-3.
No, I think we can beat them. Listen, anything can happen, but I don't
and
think
our
it's
offense is worse, I think.
Okay.
We had a worse offense, and they were kind of hot at the time, and we beat them 34-3. So that's a win.
So watch this. So let's go to the next one. Seattle.
That's a loss.
That's a loss, right? I mean, that's a loss. Next one, quickly.
Los
Rams.
Angeles, that's a loss.
That's a loss, right? Then the Browns.
That's a win.
That's a win. I mean, I'm not, and in New Jersey too.
Yeah, that's a win.
That's a win.
I don't like Baker Mayfield. A lot of people like Baker Mayfield. If you think Baker Mayfield is good, then you say that's a win. I don't think he's good. That's a win. So I think that's a win for us.
And then the last one is the Patriots, where
in Foxborough. So I think we lose that.
So right there. So I gave them 6 losses. So I gave them a 10-6.
I give them a 9-7.
9-7, which I think is reasonable. I
think they'll make, if they do the way I say, 9-7, because that's worse. If they go 9-7, I think they make the playoffs because they have a 7th seed.
And also, don't forget, is there are going to be some games that we say are losses that they're going to win, and there are going to be other games that we think are going to be win, and they're going to be losses, right? So, like, they might all of a sudden win Seattle, and then all of a sudden they'll lose to Cleveland. So, but my point is if you look at the schedule, there are only a couple of really tough teams, right? You got Los Angeles Rams.
But what, they close out Seattle. The season? What? Then they close out the season 1-3. So what? How is that going to be going to the playoffs? Isn't that going to really make them?
They got to first just get into the playoffs. You know, but who knows? I mean, they might all of a sudden get hot and beat these teams. We never know. But the point is when you look at the schedule, I mean, there are not a lot of teams that they're playing this year that are like, I think they're locks. Like,
I think they're going to be competitive this year.
Yeah. I think there are only like 3 or 4 teams that they're like, okay, this is going to be tough on them. The rest of them are kind of like, some of them are like, okay, they're all 50-50. Now, obviously, the other fans will be like, oh, no, it'll be easy. It's the Jets. But so we'll see. So, I mean, I think they're going to go either 9-7 or 10-6.
Well, I don't think, like last year, we had quite a few super easy games. I don't think we have a super easy game, right? What's our easiest game? Miami?
The Browns, Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a better coach than Cleveland. So I say maybe Denver or Indianapolis.
This might be Gase's year
to finally succeed, right? Because that's why he was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, this might be his year.
With Peyton Manning and stuff.
This might be his year. And if it's not, this will be his last year.
We were talking earlier. I think Gase is gone if he doesn't make the playoffs. You do too.
Yeah, I don't. I think his playoffs are bust. I don't think. First of all, he doesn't have he wasn't impressive in Miami. Woody Johnson is coming back after this year.
Who didn't hire him?
Yeah, so who didn't hire him? So he has no.
And he likes the fans' approval.
He likes fans, so he has.
And everyone, and like the entire fan base hates Adam Gase.
So yeah, exactly. And he tends to go. Chris Johnson doesn't listen to the fans as much as Woody Johnson. I think Woody Johnson really listens to the heartbeat of the fans, and I don't think there's anybody in Gase's corner right now. There's like nobody. There might be one person. So the fans are not into him at all. So if he has a losing record, and everybody's in the same boat, so I don't want to hear something about COVID and people or injuries. Everybody has that. That's just part of the NFL. Everybody's in the same boat. So there's no excuse. It's playoffs, okay? All you have to do is get 7. I'm not saying go to the Super Bowl. You could even lose in the first round of the playoffs, but you got to get into the playoffs.
You have to make the wild card.
We've been in Jeff for so long.
Half the teams make the wild card.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Well, not make the wild card, make the playoffs.
Yes, so I think that is. So to review, so we can wrap up basically the schedule that we're talking about is I think they're good enough. If Sam Darnold is what he's supposed to be, right? We picked him. Right, we wasted a ton of trade. He was supposed to be the best quarterback. You know, everybody argued between Mayfield and him, but he was supposed to be the top quarterback. If he's what he's supposed to be, this is his 3rd year. He played under Gase's system already a year, so he knows the system. There's no excuse. This is his 3rd year. Either put up or shut up. I mean, that's the bottom line. If he can't get us into the playoffs, and if he's just an average at best quarterback, I don't care if it's with Gase or not. You know, I would draft a new quarterback next year, and I would say Gase goes, and let's just restart. That's my personal opinion.
Either get a new coach from college, like we're talking about, Jim Harbaugh, maybe try to push for Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Or we put in Greg Williams. Yeah. I think we should fire Gase midway, put Greg Williams in, give him a shot. Because Greg Williams, Cleveland.
That means, but the only problem with that is it means we really stink this year. I'm tired of really stinking. I'm getting kind of exhausted.
Would you rather go 7-9, miss the playoffs, or go 3-13, get the second overall pick?
I would rather go 7-9. You know what? Picks. A good general manager will find good players, whether it's the 10th pick or whether it's a third. I mean, we've shown from the past that, McCagnon with these great picks, how many first rounds that we have so far in the past. I just read an article. Sam Darnold is...
That was also McCagnon, though. That was McCagnon.
Yeah, but my point is so if you have it doesn't matter whether you pick the 5th pick or whether you pick the 10th pick or the 11th pick or the 12th pick, whatever the record is.
It actually does. There's a talent difference, right? Look
we have to pay him
at the
more.
second overall pick, Chase Young. Look at the 20th overall pick, who's also an edge rusher, Caleb Chase. Chase Young.
You can always use an example of somebody who looks really good, but then I can guarantee you people can always pick. How many times you play Monday Night Quarterback and there's a pick? Oh well, we should have picked him. They picked him afterward, and he ended up being better. It's all a crapshoot. And to me, I'd rather go 7-9 and show that our team is improving than be a laughingstock again. Because, and then even if we get rid of and if we go 7-9 and we get rid of Gase, we got to entertain a coach, a good coach who wants to come in. If we're a laughingstock as a coach, you're like, well, man, I don't want to coach there. I mean, but if they're all of a sudden 7-9, you're like, well, you know what? They almost made the playoffs. They got a lot of draft picks. This might be a really nice place to go to. But if they're a laughingstock, nobody's going to go to them.
Well, I want the first overall pick so we can get Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to be very. There's no way we're.
Trevor Lawrence, I think, is a quarterback of not the decade of not the century, but like of the past 20 years. He's like one of the biggest prospects to come out.
Yes, but that means basically we've won 1 to 2 games the entire season. If we win one,
okay. If we can get Trevor Lawrence,
well then I tell you what. Well then Gase is gone and Williams is gone.
Greg Williams.
Yeah, because that means we've stunk with both coaches. It means we fired Gase somewhere in the middle of the season. We put in Williams, right? And we also continue to stink. And that's why we only won 1 or 2 games.
I don't know if we fire. I don't.
Or Darnold gets injured in game 1, and then we stink and we only win like 1 or 2 games, and then everybody gets fired and we get a new coach, and then fine.
What? I want Trevor Lawrence. I know we're not going to get him. We're not that bad.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not a play. We're like maybe the 7th seed of the playoffs.
Okay.
We're around there. We're not bad enough to get Trevor Lawrence. I wish we could get Trevor Lawrence.
Anyway.
If you guys enjoy our podcast, go ahead and like and subscribe and share our videos to your friends who you think would also enjoy our podcast.
This is Jarrett.
And this is Eli.
And this is Sports Jabber with the Lefties.